that all were quite dead.
Oh!
Isn't it what you wanted?
It's the dad in me.
My father's.
Hi guys, I'm City1 and today I'm going to be doing another reaction video. I feel like I haven't done a reaction video in a very long time. Since this is the last video until Christmas, I thought why don't we just chillax, watch some Christmas horror videos. It has to be horror, but just relax. Let's just have a chill night for the Christmas vibes. I've got 3 videos. One which is the night terror before Christmas, which is a stop motion, which I didn't actually notice until now, which is really exciting. The Snowman and Christmas 1996. Ew. Ew.
Was the night before Christmas when all through the house many creatures were stirring. I think.
You know what? It gives me night before Christmas vibes, but I love this already.
Ate a mouse. Limb-filled stockings hung by corpses with care. Juliana took over Santa's favourite red chair. With a spell and a trick, she stole Saint Nick. His joyous expression turned from jolly to sick. She screamed, now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen tonight.
Okay, hold on. There's too much going on right now. Who is Juliana? How does she have the power to make Santa into that? And why does she want to make Santa into like Krampus?
The night I spread my affliction. With chainsaw in hand, off came their heads. Santa made sure that all were quite dead. Rudolph and friends never stood a chance.
What am I watching?
Happy Christmas to all and to all a good fright. The Beauty of Horror Christmas book is here to fill you. Beauty of Horror Ghosts of Christmas Colouring Book by Alan Robert.
Good on you. I will buy it, don't worry. Oh. It's so well made. Ew, the noises. Oh. That was so well made. I really like that. I love stop motion. I've always loved stop motion ever since I can remember. But that was weird, but in a good way. It was really, really good. I really like that. Wow. Next is the Snowman. Already love the style to this.
I was a struggling ghostwriter and I thought a break away from the city to spend time at a remote ski resort would be a good way to clear my head and help me get back on my feet.
I take it wasn't a good idea?
There weren't any other cabins around, so I was guaranteed a few weeks to reflect and enjoy the isolation.
Okay.
At least that was the case
Hold on. Sorry. I just want to say, I got goosebumps.
It first started at night when I suddenly woke up.
Okay. Woke up to what? The Snowman? You never know. Oh, stop it.
Initially, I didn't know if it was from something I heard or from a bad dream. But either way, I felt compelled to look out the window.
Okay, that's fine. That's normal.
Which is when I noticed the snowman in the distance.
That you didn't build.
The cabin where I was staying was the only one this side of the valley, so it seemed like a really long way to walk just to build the snowman.
Right. Unless it's somebody like camping in the woods.
Despite the uncanny feeling, I was still far too tired to give it too much thought and managed to sleep through the rest of the night.
Really? Yeah.
The following morning, I couldn't quite put my finger on it right then, but I got this strange notion that something was different about the snowman.
What? That it moved?
I decided to carry on about my day and didn't think much of it, until later at night. I woke up suddenly for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
I don't remember having a bad dream, but I guess it's common not to remember the dreams that we have, even
when it's a bad dream or like a nightmare, you remember it for like at least like 5 minutes. I'm just saying. Why does he keep waking up then? Because obviously it isn't a dream because he would remember it. Let's be for real. But what is the snowman giving him for him to wake up?
I could still see the snowman, even clearer now.
Clearer?
I couldn't quite figure out why, but it gave me this odd sensation. I also started to wonder why the snowman was facing towards the cabin. And why anyone would build a snowman all the way out here.
Stop it. Just go home.
So the next morning, I decided to head outside the cabin for a closer look.
Are you dumb? Are you taking the P word?
I looked around, but just as I expected, there was no trace of anyone.
What you should have done, the first time you saw a snowman there, you should have checked, just from the window, if there was footsteps to see if anybody was like actually around it. I'm scared. Oh!
I chose to knock the snowman down just for good measure, since it was already beginning to feel like some kind of bad omen.
Yeah.
Maybe I was overreacting, it was just some kids fooling around, but at least I wouldn't have to think about it anymore.
Maybe.
Or so I thought.
No.
The following
What do you mean,
night, things
so you
got even
thought?
worse.
Is it in the I was joking.
Like the sound of something hitting the window.
No. No.
I glanced through the window and was shocked to see the same snowman, identical from the day before.
But what was the third?
I remember turning in quite late that night, and there was no sign of a snowman when I turned out the lights. So I was pretty sure that it wasn't a kid's prank.
Even if it was a kid playing a prank, that means they would have to check the window to see if you were sleeping, so they could build it as you were sleeping. That's just weird as is.
But I knew that if I waited until the morning, any footprints would most likely be covered by another thick layer of snow. I reluctantly got dressed, stepped outside and walked up to the snowman.
Oh, you're so silly, bro. Just go back home.
Which is when I discovered a single set of very large footprints leading from and to the forest.
Aha, so there was footsteps. Oh, that
I
angle.
couldn't shake this
That
feeling of
angle
being
was not
watched,
it.
so I decided to leave it alone and quickly headed back to the cabin.
You should have headed back home. Oh, my days. Who's that?
The noise on the glass. I
Close
recognized
the
it
curtains.
instantly. The sound of a snowball hitting the window. I knew deep down that it could only mean one thing.
Which was? Somebody's in the reflector. Look at the shadow. Oh! Sorry, I know it's supposed to be scary, but these sound effects with the snowman are just silly. There's no curtains. Why is there no curtains?
Needless to say, I didn't sleep a wink that night, and I
What?
left the cabin the very next day.
Ew.
But I came to know him
Why is he looking
as
at
the
me now?
snowman.
The snowman? Yeah, but... Huh? Couple of questions though. First of all, who was the guy in the woods? Bigfoot? Then again, I assume because of the guy in the woods and because of the footprints, the snowman was built by a human or some type of creature, so it wasn't the snowman that just formed itself. However, how did the snowman move to the window? Anyway, last video, which is Christmas 1996. Nightmare Tales.
I was up early.
Oh,
I bounced out of bed.
Sorry to pause it, but I love the art style right now. It looks so like... I don't know, it just looks so cozy, like cozy vibes.
I slowly peered in to see if Santa had bothered to pay us a visit.
Oh, okay.
With all that had been going on over the past few weeks, I was certain that he wouldn't. However,
Have you been
a
naughty?
euphoric sense of excitement and happiness washed over me as I took in the gorgeous Christmas tree
Look at the
and
style.
all
I love
of its
this.
glistening murmur, followed by the crash of a lamp falling off a bedside table, was shortly followed by the shuffling of slippered feet along our old hardwood
my
floor.
days.
Hunched over, she entered the living room along with the stench of whiskey and cigarettes from the night before. My dad had up and left her for another woman not long ago, and for her to be up this early was nothing short of a Christmas miracle.
Okay.
She had slumped into a deep depression, brought on by the shock of my dad's sudden departure, and then compounded by the loneliness. It was horrible to see her this way. However, the 7-year-old me couldn't contain my excitement, and I badgered her relentlessly by asking, "Can I open them? Can I? Can I?" Until she was able to get the words out through the pain of her splitting headache. "Yes, yes, hurry up," she said. "Open them." A Nintendo 64.
Wow.
Game Boy Pocket, Goosebumps books, Lego. I had really hit the jackpot. I was so happy. I looked up at my mum and said, "Thanks, Mum. I love you." "Don't thank me," she said. "Thanks, Santa."
Oh.
Then, without thinking,
I'm
I
scared.
said, "I wish Dad could be here." I shouldn't have said it, but I was all too caught up in the moment. My mother's face turned, her icy stare filling me with regret for having ruined the good mood. Damn. Why did I have to say that?
Now listen, right, I know this is just a cartoon, and it's not real, I don't think. But it is a valid point. Like, you do kind of wish your dad was there. Just maybe you should keep it to yourself, though. You know, I get like the feeling you wish your dad was there. You wish your mum and dad were all happy and jolly and opening presents together. But maybe you should just keep it to yourself for that little moment.
There's one more there. Aren't you going to open it? I smiled an uncomfortable smile back at her. Yes, of course, I replied, trying so hard to get that warm. My mother stared intently at me as I peeled away the wrapping, opened the cardboard box, and peered at the contents within.
Which was?
I froze. I can still see the image so clearly in my mind to this day. And to this day, nothing has made me feel more sick to my stomach, more shattered. What is it, Ryan? She probed.
What is it, Ryan?
What's wrong? Isn't it what you wanted?
It's the dad.
My father's head lifelessly stared at me, and I stared back into his eyes, his dead eyes. It's exactly what I wanted, I replied, sobbing as I did so. Good. Now dry your eyes, my mother croaked. I want you to meet someone. Out of the shadow, his hand on her shoulder.
Santa.
This is Chris. He's going to be staying with us for a while. Now don't be rude. Say hello.
Hi.
I've never felt more alone and helpless than I did right at that moment. All I could do was say, hello.
Me too, bro. Wait, so did Chris kill that? I'm not entirely sure what to say. I mean, I guess be careful what you wish for. All the fields will be in the description below, including their channel, so you guys can check out their whole entire channel as well if you guys want to. I absolutely love this. This was so scary, but in a cozy kind of way. Merry Christmas to all. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. I hope you guys get everything you want. If you celebrate it, make sure to come back on Monday and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye bye.